Well, hello. Guess what we're talking about today? Offers. So if you missed it, if for some reason this is the first video you're watching on this, on the offers, this whole week, today's Friday, this whole week we'll only be talking about offers. So on Monday, I talked about why your offer is way more important than your content, than your funnel, than your ads, and all about that. So I kind of introduced you to the world of offers and how that's just fundamental for the growth of your business. And then on Tuesday, we talked about the mistakes, the top 5 mistakes that people do when putting together their offers. And I think, yeah, mistake number 5 was not something that people were ready to talk about, but we talked about it. And then on Wednesday, we talked about the different types of offers. So I covered the 4 different types of offers. And then yesterday, we kind of went through some examples on different offers, kind of because I feel that if you just see some examples in the wild, in real life, you're able to kind of see how it can look like for you. And today, I want you to provide to you or give to you a framework on how to audit your own offers, because if you don't have anyone like me working in your business, that at least you have this framework that you can use and utilize in your business, right? Because the difference between a good offer and a great offer is literally thousands of dollars or pounds or euros, whatever currency to use. It's thousands of dollars in revenue. And today I'm going to show you how to bridge that gap, because most coaches, they never look back at their offers. They just create something once, slap a price on it, and hope it sells. But the fastest way to improve your sales is to audit what you already have. So I promise you today is by the end of this video, you will have a simple 5-step audit on how to evaluate and upgrade your offer. And finally, have one that clicks with your clients. Because maybe right now you have something that is good, really great, you offer me, and you know that it's great, but it's not clicking with your clients, and that's why no one is buying from you. And you're thinking, what is it? Why is not buying? Is it because of my content? Is it because of my funnel? Because maybe it's just, not maybe, but sometimes most because of your offer, just it's not clicking. Okay, and this kind of audit really matters, because new coaches and people that have been just hammering the same offer, they keep tweaking content and ads when the problem is really the offer itself. And if you have an audit, it helps you kind of pinpoint exactly what's missing instead of just guessing, right? We in business, we never want to go like, it feels, or like go with a little, string and go, it pointed on north, so let's go this way, right? And the analogy that I can give to you was kind of like, yeah, think of it like a health health checkup. You don't just want to keep buying random supplements, right? You want to test it first. So that's exactly what we're doing. So the 5 framework or 5-point audits, like that I want to use. First, I want you to do is the problem. Analyze the problem. Does your offer solve a problem? Is the pain point clear? Is it urgent? Is it specific? The reason why that is let me tell you something. Ain't nobody buying any service that is not solving your problem. No service sells because it's not solving your problem, right? Whether the problem is to make it faster, to make it easier, or for it just to be done without having to worry about it. It's whatever service you are providing is to solve a problem. So if it's not clear what problem you're solving, it's vague, and people are like, is this really? I don't understand if that's for me, right? So any service, when you go to the hairdresser, when you go to the mechanic, when you hire someone to come fix your plumbing, when you go to the therapist, that's a service. When someone goes to the coach, because they have a problem and they want to fix that, right? So you cannot be vague. For example, I gave you so many examples throughout this series. For example, stress, that's too vague. And stress, anxiety, confidence, it's one of those words that they sound specific, but they're not specific enough unless we attach the situation that comes with it, right? Because stress is you have to have context around it. For example, jump on lives and doing lives, not a stressful situation for me, but it can be really stressful for other people. That's a real issue for some people that want to be more build their brand online, and they know they have to be on camera, they have to be live. It's stressful for them. For me, not so much. Now, put me in front of 15 people, I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I'm like, I can't. Like public speaking, I can do this all day. It's just me in the room, so I feel safe. But putting in front of people, I'm stressed. But see, stress about or anxiety about public speaking. So we have to attach something to it, right? So sometimes also defining the stress. So instead of saying stress, for example, waking up at 3 a.m. worrying about work, that's specific. It's like there's a feeling, there's something that can if the person cannot picture in their mind as you saying it, what is stress? What does it feel like? Or what does it look like? Right? I'm just giving an example of stress, but it can be anything. So the first thing I want to do when you're auditing your offer, first, look for the problem. What is the problem? Live your best life is not a problem. It's not specific. Yeah? Help you feel empowered. Oh, I see that one a lot. Oh, what does that mean? Right? The second thing, the promise. Look for the promise. Is the transformation measurable and desirable? For example, gain confidence. That's I'll just give you that one. That's too broad, right? Right? Gain confidence in what? In moving on after a crazy breakup. Confidence in finding your way now that you're empty nesting. Yeah, or right. So, or confidence in leading meetings without second guessing yourself. Right? It's specific. Right? There's so many flavors of confidence. So just go recap. First one, look for the problem. Second, what is the promise? Third, the process. Is the path simple and believable? Think about that. And also, is it simple and deliverable? For example, if you say something like 12 modules and 8 frameworks, that's overwhelming. That's too, people are like, oh my goodness, that feels like work. And these are the little things that people don't understand. This is where copywriting comes into place. And I don't want to go really deep into like the whole into a rabbit hole. But for example, when I'm writing copy, like writing emails, things like that, I don't go learn. Learn feels like work. Discover's like you stumble upon something. Discover the easiest way that you can, the three-step framework to lead. Discover the three-step framework to lead meetings without second guessing yourself. What? Ooh, that's sexy. But not learn. Yes, okay, learn. But then, oh, it's work. Like I'm sit there. I mean, some people do like school, but then most people like learn feels like you don't want words have weight to it, right? So the third audit that I want you to do is the process itself. Is the path simple and believable, right? Don't add things to the menu. And I think this is one of the mistakes on that video that I made on Tuesday. Don't add things to the menu because you feel that adds value to it. You cannot say, well, we'll meet 24 times for an hour and a half, and then you have a 136-page workbook that I worked on it. That's work. People feel overwhelmed, right? They don't want that. No one wants that. Not even you want that, right? Fourth thing, positioning. Does it feel premium and differentiated? Example of this is like life coaching sessions. That's generic. Like everyone and their mother does it, right? So it's like, meh. Or the boundaries blueprint for women in tech. Ooh, that's unique. Ooh, that's sexy, right? Right. So the boundaries blueprint for women in tech, or the boot camp. I mean, so many ways. I was trying to like do a different one, but yeah, we'll go to that one. So instead of like life coaching sessions, like be specific. Like, does it sound premium? Does it sound different? Because again, you don't want to commoditize your offer. You don't want to offer something that they go, oh, okay, Susan is offering this. Oh yeah, but Rita, she does the exact same thing. So the only difference is really on price. So let me just buy Rita's, right? Whereas if Rita's selling its life coaching sessions at $100 per session, and then you come in with your boundary blueprint for women in tech, and it's a 12-week work one-on-one with me, and it's 1,200 or 2,200, but like, ooh, this feels premium, especially because of the time, the price tag, which was mistake number 5. That I don't know if you guys were ready to talk about that, but hey, we did. So watch that video. Go back and watch that video wherever you're watching this from, whether YouTube or LinkedIn or Facebook. Go back to that video. So a little recap again. Problem. Make sure that we understand to make your audit, right? Make sure your offer talks about a problem. Second, that the promise is a transformation measurable and desirable. Third, the process. Don't make it crazy. Make it simple, straightforward, believable. Fourth, the positioning. Does it feel premium? Does it feel differentiated? Fifth, the price. Does the value justify the investment? If you underprice, it feels risky. I know it sounds crazy that I'm saying this, because if you're telling me that you can XYZ, like for example, the Boundaries Blueprint for Women in Tech, and somehow it's $49, now I'm thinking I'm risking that 49 because it's underpriced. It's not believable somehow, right? Properly priced creates trust and commitment. Now, if you tell me, okay, it's a 12-week thing, and it's not $49 for the whole 12 weeks of meeting with you, but it's actually $2,200. I'm like, okay, I see. There's like a price point for quality here, right? So yeah. So sometimes, and there's so many things I can say about this, but sometimes the reason why you're not telling is because you undervaluing. People don't believe you. They go, you're saying the right things. Maybe you're saying the right things, that you have the right person to call, but they're like, I don't believe that. If you're telling me this is going to happen, I don't know if this is. You best believe that happened, because it happened to me like some years ago. I learned my lesson. I learned from the feedback that I get. And I'm like, okay, girl, okay. So yeah, let me not make that mistake again and cash in. So those are the 5 ones, right? So what I want you to do is really, if you want, I have this in a Word document. So if you want, just message me, direct message me, and I can send you the Word document. No, I'm not going to make you sign up for anything. I don't need your email. I don't need your name, or I don't need your phone number, none of that. So to continue to bombard you, I don't need that. So just if you need this on a, because I have a Word document, if you need it, just send me a message and I'll send it to you. And so because I want you to go through it and I score it from 1 to 10 for each one of those 5 categories, right? Anything under 7 needs improvement, right? Prioritize fixing the lowest score first. Actually, if number 1 and 2, which is your problem and your promise, is not 9 or 10, it should be 10, right? That's the one you should be focusing on. Because I'm telling you, ain't nobody buying a service if it's not solving a real problem that they have, right? So if you're just talking about la things you're going to do, ain't nobody buying that. I'm sassy today. It's because it's Friday. Anyway, I hope you guys are well. I hope this helped as well. I hope this 5 days of like just diving deep into offers really helped. Again, if you watch this on replay, it doesn't matter how long it has been. I always come back to these videos. I'm always going to be able to review your offers and give you some feedback. So feel free to write it below in the comments, whether you watch this on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn. So write it out. I'm going to be always able to answer to you. I don't see if people, just going to see if, okay. That was it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Next week, we're going to be talking about a really, so because offers was a fundamental, now we're ready to go to the next level. So tomorrow, so stay tuned on next week, because Monday we're going to be talking about a really sexy topic as well, because I think you're going to like it, hopefully. Okay, I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.